Hello guys, welcome to another wonderful edition on the Sales Strip Life with Favour Francis. Today is another incredible day where we are walking through the Facebook Ads Mastery series, and today I'm going to be walking you through the best Facebook ads formula for a successful campaign. This is lesson 3 on the series, and if you haven't watched the previous lesson, please, I want you to do me a favor right now and go back and watch the previous lessons. It is very, very important you do this, because for you to stumble into this video, then you might need to go watch the previous video. But today we're going to be doing justice, and we're going to be talking about the things you should start doing now in order for you to get results in running Facebook ads. So whatever you are, if you are a business owner, if you are an individual planning to get into Facebook ads in 2022 and beyond, then you want to make sure you pay attention to this. Grab a glass of juice and sit back and let's get into this video. Can't wait. Now let's move on. Okay, today we're going to be looking at these secret formulas. Now, the first one is creating an outstanding hook, an irresistible offer. The second one is draft out captivating ad copy with the help of a similar formula, a simple formula rather. The next one, make use of eye-catching visual ad creative. The next one, know the exact audience to tell about your product or services. The next one, structure a convincing sales landing page to break objection. The next one, plan for a back-end follow-up procedure. Please guys, these things I am mentioning are crazily important. If you have a pen, if you have whatever writing material that you can lay your hands on, please take this thing down. Don't say you have the video so there is no need. I want you to be very intentional about getting results from this video. Okay, let's start with the first one. Now, creating outstanding hook and irresistible offer. The first question you're going to ask me is, Mr. Favour Francis, what is an offer and why is it important to create an outstanding hook when trying to run Facebook ad? Now, let me start with an offer. An offer is a question, is a promise of an ideal value or benefit your audience cannot resist. It must be what your audience actually wants to enjoy and witness. And in other words, a hook is any verbal or non-verbal expression that captures someone's attention. Now, this is something you need to know. If you're trying to create a Facebook advertising, by the way, that word ads stands for advertising. If you're trying to create any Facebook advertising, you should be sure that you are creating it with something that is attention grabbing. I believe many of you have been on Facebook and you have seen a lot of advertising. You might be viewing some of your news feed and an advertising will just pop up. Now, the only reason why you go ahead to click on the link of that advertising and view the advertising is because of it captured your attention. If it didn't capture your attention, trust me, you're not going to click on that advertising. So anytime you want to create an advert on Facebook, you should have one thing in mind. How can I create something captivating? And when you are able to create something captivating, it is called a hook. Right? Very important. And especially when you're starting up creating Facebook advertising, you should know that you should also create with an offer. An offer is something enticing, something promising, something people see like this thing is too good to be true. You should put something that when people see it, it should drag their attention. In short, I normally tell my students that I teach around the world, I tell them that your advertising should be so good to the point that if someone is watching the most interesting seasonal movie and sees your advertising, the person should be able to leave that movie and focus on your advertising because of how serious and how attractive it is. Now let's move on. The next thing is how to create a hook or an offer. Now I'm going to give you some solutions. The first one, specific solution. What does specific solution means? On your hook or advertising, you want to make sure that the results that you want to achieve for this audience is seen on your what? On your hook or your what? Or your offer. The result you want to achieve for this audience is seen. The next thing is you want to make it simple. You should not write up a hook that is too long. How many of you have ever gone to YouTube and you see a video that they wrote something about that video, and when you clicked on that video, it was not actually what you expected that you saw, but actually what made you to click on that video is because of the attractive headline that was placed on this video. So the ability to have a simple headline that provides the solution is very important. Another thing again, adopt the use of headline starters. Now, what are headline starters? Headline starters serves as a motivator to your audience for continuous reading. Example, the use of words like free, the use of words like warning, the use of words like finally, the use of words like danger, the use of words like attention. These are words that when you use it to advertise, people get captivated, people get captured by these words. So you should know this. Now, moving further, we talk about showing them a big promise. Now, anytime you're creating a hook for advertising, you must show your audience a big promise. What is a big promise? A benefit. Are we together? You must show them what they are benefiting if they take out their time to go read or to go see out what you want to show them, or to go check out your product or your service. Right? The next thing is make your audience sit on the edge. What I mean by making your audience to be able to sit on the edge is your ability to impute curiosity inside your hook. Very important. Now, the next thing, example. Now, let me give you an example of a wrong hook and a right hook. The first hook says, learn how to make money online. Okay, it's not bad. The next one is 7 ways to make a minimum of $2,360 in 4 weeks without a 9-to-5 job routine. Come on, this is crazy. So you see that the second hook, it is more solution centered. It offers a big promise. What is the big promise? You're telling them that you want to show them how to make real good money just in 4 weeks. Do you get what I'm saying? So take your time, study these 2 different hooks and offer, and practice it in order for you to master how to put out good hooks and offer for your next Facebook advertising. Because of without you mastering and understanding this, there is little you might be able to do when it comes to Facebook advertising. The next thing is drafting out captivating ad copies with the help of a simple formula. Now, what is an ad copy? An ad copy is a written or verbal content that communicates value about whatever you are selling, and also it gives your audience a strong reason why they should check out your product or services, or rather still buy it now. So ad copy, very important. So the same thing with your hook. You should have the ad copy. The ad copy is the content. It can be written, it can be something you did with audios, videos, or whatever. But your ad copy is that content that actually pushes people, give them strong reasons to actually either check out your product or service or buy it. Right? Now, how to draft out an ad copy using a rule called the IDA rule. The IDA rule stands for attention, interest, desires, and action. I want you to take your time and go through this and master it. Attention, interest, desire, and action. Very important. Now let's walk and see an example of drafting an ad copy using the IDA rule. Now I gave you an example here. Now let's read together. 7 ways to make a minimum of $2,360 in 4 weeks without a 9-to-5 job routine. Now that is the attention. You have captured these people. That is the attention. Let's keep reading. Now, let me ask you a very sincere question. If you are able to make $2,360 in every 4 weeks, won't you be able to give your family that comfortable life? Right? That's a mistake. That's life they deserve after being there for you for several years now and nothing to show forth yet. That is your interest. So you are making them interested in that your content. You are telling them about their family, because of people are emotional beings. People do things out of emotion. So you must give them reason for them to check out what you have to offer. And the reason I'm giving them is that if they are able to check out what I have to offer, they'll be able to provide their families the comfortable life they have been looking for. Let's keep reading. Trust me, I don't know what you're thinking about right now, but all I know is that we are giving you an opportunity to make your family happy by offering you a system to make money in a way you haven't made in your entire career. Let's keep reading. If you're lucky to be one of the first 7 persons to register for this training, you'll be given a personal mentorship on how to access over $25,000 capital to start any business idea. This is crazy. Now, this is your desire. So you are giving them something that will make them to act now. You're showing them that if they can be able to register, if they can be able to act now, there is something valuable that they are going to enjoy. Then the last, click here to be one of the 7 people to access this special offer and smile with a little more confidence, making money as a boss. This is the action. At the end of the day, you must tell them what to do. You must give them an instruction. They should not be left in a state of dilemma. They should not be left on asking themselves, what will I do next? You should tell them what to do. So if you can be able to structure an ad copy this way, then you are heading on the right path to become a Facebook Superman in 2022 and beyond. The next thing, make use of eye-catching visual ad creative. Now, what is an ad creative? Your ad visual creative should be a visual representation of your ad copy that can be done using videos, written content, graphics content, or audio content to get the attention of your target audience. Very important. Now, when creating Facebook ads, make use of captivating visual ad creative. Like, you can use graphic. In short, what is trending right now is the use of videos, right? So ask yourself, what can I use to distract, or what can I use to shift people from what is distracting them to what I want them to see? Some examples that you can use to make eye-catching visual creative is: make it simple, evoke emotions through mirroring, right? This is a key one. Mirroring. Now, what is mirroring? Have you ever been to a website and on the website homepage you saw a banner image of smiling people, happy people? Now, what that website is doing is mirroring. And what is mirroring? Your ability to use image and content that makes your audience subconsciously start behaving like that image and content. If you want to make people feel sober, put images of people crying, people not happy, put videos of people crying. Automatically, subconsciously, people will start to feel sober in their innermost heart. Are we on the same page? Display finished product of your service. So you want to show on your ad creative on Facebook, you want to show them how the product looks like once it is finished. You want to show them the finished result they are going to get. Just like the other day, I was watching a Facebook ad and a guy was trying to teach people how to create amazing video. And the guy used a video that he created using a lot of editing techniques of an aeroplane that is flying and crashed into a television. So that alone tells people that, wow, this video class training is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna learn something like this. I'm gonna learn how to make an aeroplane crash into the TV. I'm gonna learn how to make myself in 2 different places at the same time. All these things was what that guy did. So the same thing with you. Once you're trying to make creative visual, please show them the finished product. Show them what the product looks like when they get it and when they are able to implement it or use it. What is the outcome in their lives? The last one, learn to use visual editing tools like Canva, Adobe Spark, or hire a professional to create something amazing for you. Now, there are wonderful tools you can use to create amazing graphics, video, audio content. Canva is a great one. In short, I will be teaching Canva in one of my videos on my YouTube channel. On this channel, so I'll be teaching Canva, and please, you want to make sure you watch that video. But for now, if you go to YouTube, there are a lot of videos that have taught wonderful things about Canva, so you can go ahead, watch and learn how to use it. But if you can't do that, please, it won't cost you much. Hire a professional graphic designer or video editor to do something incredible for you so that you can use for your ad. Please don't put out something that does not depict good attractiveness or does not depict your brand to your audience, because of there's a word that always says first impression always matters. Now, the next thing, know the exact audience to tell about your product or service. Very key. So anytime you're trying to advertise on Facebook, don't advertise to everybody, because of it's not everybody that is interested in your product or service. There are people that have the paying power and the willingness to pay for your perceived value that you're providing. Are we together? So it is not everybody. So you want to make sure that you try as much as possible to research on who your buyers and the market you're in. Know the exact pain or desires your product or service is coming to help your audience to achieve. Target people who will understand your product language. Are we together? If you're selling a product of the you're from the medical profession and you're selling a product using a lot of medical terms, you want to target people that can understand those terms. If you target a completely novice, the person might not have interest, or the person might have little interest on that product because the person doesn't really know what you're talking about. The next one, be specific when targeting. Don't be too general. If you want to target people in the music industry, don't just say you want to show your product. Let's say you have a new single that you sang that you want to showcase, you want to publicize. So don't just show it to everybody in the music industry, because of it is not everybody that is interested in your type of music. So if you are into R&B music, you should target those people that are interested in R&B music. It is not everybody that will be interested in your music. If you're into gospel music, you should target those people that are interested in gospel music. When you're doing your Facebook advertising, you should focus on people that are following gospel Facebook pages, Facebook groups, and the rest of them. This is very important in order for you to get results when trying to advertise on Facebook. The next thing, structure a convincing sales landing page to break objection. Now, this one is massive. Facebook is your digital billboard. The way you have a traditional billboard, that is the way you have a digital billboard called Facebook. Facebook doesn't sell for you. Facebook only gives you the capacity to showcase, to create awareness through their platform. You are the one that has the responsibility to do the selling. Now, what is a sales landing page? A sales landing page is a one-page website that has the ability to act as a 24 hours customer representative agent that is always ready to answer all the thoughts and objections of your prospect, with the aim of softening these objections and making them feel relaxed to start a purchasing relationship with you or your business. Very important. So I know so many of you might be thinking, what are you talking about, Mr. Favour? But a sales landing page is just like a website that when people are able to be attracted from your advertising on Facebook, there will be a link that they are going to click on. That example, you're going to see something like learn more, apply now, so many things, get this offer. When they click on it, they are going to be taken to a page, to a website that is going to carry all the information that they are going to need in order for their minds to be softened to buy your product or services. Because of, if you don't have a page like that, that means this audience, this prospect that are coming, there are a lot of things that they are bothering about. They are thinking, are you sure this person is not a scammer? Are you sure if I buy, I'm going to be delivered the right product or service that I asked for? All these things are the things that are going to be going through their mind. So you need a sales landing page that will be able to break this objection even before they have to communicate or chat with you. Are we together? So it's very, very important. I'm going to be teaching on how to create a captivating sales landing page for a Facebook ad that will actually sell out any customer that you have ever dreamed about. So you want to make sure you still stay on this series and you don't miss the Sales Trip Live with Favour Francis. Again, now, the last one, how to create a sales landing page. You must follow the IDA principle we talked about earlier. You must have access to any landing page builder like card.io, system.io, MailChimp, or seek for an expert of someone who knows how to use this tool to assist you. You should have a follow-up back-end system. Very, very important. Very important. So these are the things you want to pay attention to in order for you to get started with your sales landing page. But if you are still thinking, please, you can go to YouTube. YouTube is one of the best universities that you can learn from. If you want to learn how to build a sales landing page, I'm going to be dropping a video on that on my channel. But if you still want to learn more, you can go to YouTube and do your research. There are a lot of channels that are taught how to build good sales landing page that you can use for your business. And the fun fact is that you don't need to be technically inclined. You don't need to have any IT skill. It is totally for beginners. As far as you can read and write, you can build a sales landing page by yourself. You don't need to pay anybody anything except you are not ready to do it yourself. The last one, plan for a back-end follow-up procedure. A back-end follow-up procedure is very important because of one of my role model, Visutam Biwayu from South Africa. He said something. He said that selling works as a principle of 10-4-1. And what does 10-4-1 mean? It means that if you are able to capture, to advertise to 10 people, 4 people will be ready to listen to you, and one person might buy at the end of the day, right? So when you are able to gather a lot of people, it is not all of them that will buy instantly. There are some of them that because of one situation or the other, they are not able to buy at that instant. But does it mean that they won't buy from you later? The answer is no. So what you want to do with a backup follow-up procedure is that you capture all of them using an email sequence. You get their email and their name so that you can start sending them email follow-ups to create good relationship with them, so that at the nearest future they can still buy from you, or whenever they have a challenge that has to do with the product or service that you offer, they are going to think about you. The reason is simple: because of you have been able to create a relationship with them using your email follow-up. Now they now know you, they now like you, and they now trust you. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you've learned something today. This has been an incredible time on the Sales Trip Live with Favour Francis. We are still in this series. So the next video, I'm going to be showing you on how to build a Facebook page, how to build a Facebook page, a killer Facebook page that will be able to sell your advertising on Facebook. So if you're ever trying to start Facebook advertising and you're looking for a way to get started, you want to make sure you don't miss the next video on this playlist and learn how to build a Facebook page, because one of the things you must have in order for you to run Facebook advertising is a Facebook page. Thank you so much. My name still remains Favour Francis, and I can't wait to see you on the next lesson on the Sales Trip Live, where we are going to talk about how to build Facebook page in order to grow as a Facebook master, as a Facebook superman in 2022. See you there.